Dating a coworker, now that brings with a whole lot of challenges. If it doesn't work out, we all know it can get pretty ugly. But dating your boss, now that's a whole other animal. In this video, we're going to talk about the topic, should you date your boss? At the end, I'll give you my conclusion, and I just may, share some of my experiences. And that's all up next, right here on Over 50 TV. Before we cover the topic, should you date your boss, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to Over 50 TV. If you're looking for career advice, if you're looking for interview tips, job search news, and subscribe to this channel, to do that, all you've got to do is hit that little red button. It's underneath the screen. There's also a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest updates, and they're going to be delivered right to your inbox. Now, there is also a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button because that'll let me know that you are enjoying our videos. So without further ado, let's talk about that hot topic. Should you date your boss? Welcome back to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. I am your host. And before we get deep into the topic, should you date your boss, I'm going to share a statistic with you, a stat that is pretty fascinating. The stat is that 38% of American workers admit that at some point in their career they've dated a coworker. Now, if they're looking for love, they found it because 31% of those people, those same people who've dated a coworker, 31% are saying that they ended up marrying that person. If we're to believe the stats, not all office romances work out. They don't all lead to two people walking down an aisle, getting to the altar, exchanging vows, and then living happily ever after. There's definitely a lot of challenges when it comes to office romances, and there's even more challenges when you're dating your boss. A question that we have to ask is, number one, if you're dating your boss, is that boss married? Because if the boss is married, aside from any ethical issues, you're dealing with the fact that you're just having an affair. And what is going to happen is you're going to be judged harshly. You're going to have office gossip. There's going to be jealousy. There's going to be resentment. There's going to be charges of favoritism being thrown or heaped upon you because you are dating the boss. So dating the boss, especially when you're dating somebody, a boss who is a married man or a married woman, you're going to have problems. Yes, you're going to have problems, especially with coworkers, but that doesn't mean the company, that doesn't necessarily mean the company's going to have a problem. Many companies now are asking workers who are in a voluntary relationship with a coworker to sign what's called a love contract, or in some cases are calling it a Cupid contract. And what that states simply, what it stipulates is that you are agreeing that you are in a voluntary relationship, and that should the relationship not work out or should there be some issue, that you will not file a sexual harassment claim against the company. And companies like Google, who have a policy, what they're doing is they are discouraging employees from dating each other. And I've got something here. It says here, the company strongly discourages employees from involving themselves in relationships with colleagues that they manage or report to, or if there's any question whether one individual has power over the other. The search giant has moved employees to different roles in the event that the latter does occur. So companies are looking to protect themselves. They realize that there are going to be coworkers who will date each other. The stats show it's fairly high. 1 out of 3 people, approximately 1 out of 3, are dating each other. So companies like Google are protecting themselves, and who can blame them? But what about you? Are you willing to leave your job? Are you willing to quit if your relationship doesn't work out? Now, if you're working for a larger company like a Google or a Facebook or even an Amazon, maybe, just maybe, they'll transfer you to another department away from your boss or away from the coworker that you had the relationship with. But what if it's a smaller company, a smaller organization that doesn't have the size, that can't transfer you to some other department? Are you willing to risk your job for a relationship? The heart says yes, but the brain, when it looks at all the data, when it considers the statistics, when it sees that over 60% of office romances, office relationships don't work out, they don't lead to two people at an altar exchanging vows. When the brain sees that, the brain says no. But let's be honest with ourselves. Most of us aren't looking at the stats when we meet somebody, when we're attracted to a coworker, when we're attracted to somebody that we work with. We're not looking at the stats. What we're looking at is our heart, and we're wondering, should we go ahead and do it? So I guess for you, it's something that you're going to have to decide on your own. As for me, I mentioned that I would share with you some experiences that I've had, and really some experiences I know many people have had when they are working at a company or they're working for a boss. And I can tell you that my experience when it comes to dating a coworker or comes to dating a boss, my experiences are I fall into the 60% category where it doesn't work out. And many people I know have fallen into that same category. So at the end of the day, it's a decision that you need to make for yourself. You can look at the stats or you can ignore them. So listen, this is Lou Reyes with Over 50 TV. I mentioned earlier, if you would, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. You can also go ahead and hit that little bell. If you hit the little bell, you'll get our latest updates and they'll be delivered right to your inbox. There is a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button if you're interested, or if you want to let me know that you enjoyed watching this video and some of the other videos that we produce. So I hope, as I always say, I hope you have a great day, everybody.